Yo, it's your boy Bernard, and welcome to another episode of the Angry Blerd podcast, where I will be discussing everything nerdy that has caught my eye this week. I really do need to change that intro in some way, shape, or form because it's not always nerdy stuff. And speaking of which, unfortunately, I do have to give a rest in peace to actor, writer, director Rob Reiner. He passed away this past Sunday at the age of 78 alongside his wife Michelle. Right. So Monday afternoon, the Los Angeles Police Department confirmed that the rioters were a victim of homicide and that the son of Nick and Michelle Reiner, Rob and Michelle Reiner, Nick, was responsible for their deaths. So yeah, they were murdered in their home. A lot of people may know Rob Reiner from just his filmography is insane. Like, I'm just looking at his filmography as an actor. He was in This Is Spinal Tap. If you've never seen it, check it out. It is a very hilarious mockumentary, and he actually just directed, wrote, and produced the sequel this year called Spinal Tap 2, The End Continues. But he was also the director of a movie called Sure Thing with John Cusack. Stand By Me, everyone knows that one. Starring Will Wheaton, River Phoenix, Jerry O'Connell, Corey Feldman. Cult classic. Everyone loves it. I've never seen it. The Princess Bride, When Harry Met Sally, Misery, A Few Good Men, The American President, Ghost of Mississippi, The Story of Us, which was a movie that Bruce Willis and Michelle Pfeiffer did. Rumor Has It with Jennifer Aniston and Kevin Costner. Something called Alex and Emma. The Bucket List, Morgan Freeman, Jack Nicholson. Something called Flipped that came out in 2010. The Magic of Belle Isle, another movie with Morgan Freeman. And So It Goes, Michael Douglas. Shock and Awe, JBL. He did a movie last year called God and Country, which was a documentary. And he did a movie called Being Charlie, which was loosely based on his family's life that his son, I believe, co-wrote on. Yes. Yeah, it's about his son's heroin addiction and homelessness. And if you also just want to look at movies that he was in that he didn't direct, First Wives Club, Primary Colors, Ed TV, Bullets Over Broadway, Sleepless in Seattle, The Story of Us. Wait, he did direct that one. I already said that one. Sorry about that. Dickie Roberts' former child star, Everyone's Hero. That was an animated movie. The Wolf of Wall Street. You all might know him from that one. Sandy Wexler is the Adam Sandler movie that's loosely based off of his agent. He actually did the voiceover work for a movie called Family Squares in 2022. And TV, like I said before, All in the Family, he played Mike Stivic, who was Archie's son-in-law. He was on The Odd Couple for a few episodes, hosted Saturday Night Live, The Rockford Files, The Larry Sanders Show, Frasier, Curb Your Enthusiasm, The Simpsons, Hannah Montana, Wizards of Waverly Place, 30 Rock, New Girl. He played Jessica Day's father. Happy-ish. If you guys didn't watch that, that was a show that aired on Showtime. The Comedians. Home movie, The Princess Bride, which was basically a miniseries, which was a fan-made recreation of The Princess Bride that came out during the pandemic. He was on The Bear, The History of Comedy as well. So, definitely have to give a rest in peace to him and his wife, Michelle. Like, his wife was a producer, and I believe she was a photographer. But yeah, they actually met on the set of Where Harry Met Sally. Yeah, she was a photographer and a film producer. So yeah, we gotta give a rest in peace to both of them. Alright, so the first bit of news that I'm going to talk about happened this past Saturday, and that was in regards to the sequel to Superman. So Superman Man of Tomorrow. A lot of rumors going on about who's going to be the villain and why would Superman and Lex Luthor have to team up? Who would they be teaming up against? People started speculating that it's Brainiac. James Gunn kind of tried to throw everybody off the scent, but we actually have confirmation now that Lars Eidinger will be playing Brainiac. He is actually on the Netflix movie Joe Kelly that stars George Clooney that just came out like a few weeks ago. I am looking at his filmography right now to see if there's anything that I've ever seen him in. No, I'm looking at his filmography. He was in Dumbo apparently. Didn't watch that because I don't do live action Disney remakes. Oh, okay. I was gonna say they remade Matilda, but different Matilda. But yeah, I'm looking at his filmography. Nothing. So I guess Jay Kelly might have been his first American film because he is German. But yeah, let's see what James Gunn actually got to say about this. So he said, in our worldwide search for Brainiac and Man of Tomorrow, Lars Eidinger rose to the top. Welcome to the DCU, Lars. So yeah, I mean, I don't want to say we're rushing Brainiac, but figured we might wait a while before we get the Brainiac. I mean, I'm trying to think like who else would Superman go against because they're already doing Lobo in Supergirl. It's fitting. I mean, because Lex was the big bad more or less in the first movie. What are you gonna do? All right. So this next story got me super excited, and I couldn't help but like dance for joy. So like, I don't know if you guys go on YouTube a lot, but there's always fake trailers on the internet, especially on YouTube from like KH and Screen Culture. So this came from Deadline. YouTube has shut down Screen Culture and KH Studio, who are two of the worst offenders of the trend of putting out fan-made trailers, like they did one for Fantastic Four: First Steps, one for Superman, TV shows like Squid Games, and you know they had over 2 million subscribers and over 1 billion views to each of their individual pages. But I am so glad that these pages are gone, and hopefully they never come back. Like, I think if you try to go to their YouTube page, like if you directly type it in, like in the search bar, the URL bar, you will see that they no longer exist. So I am so glad for that. And you know, this is, I hope, the beginning of the AI crackdown, because Google got hit with a cease and desist about copyright infringement from Disney for their Gemini stuff. But then, you know, Disney turned around and announced their 3-year licensing deal with OpenAI. So this is just, hopefully the beginning of, like I said, all this AI slop crackdown, because I definitely want them to hit Grok next. Like, I'm posting the screenshot from the Screen Culture, still image from their YouTube page before it got taken down for Fantastic Four: First Steps, because what is up with Galactus' face? And where is the Statue of Liberty's other arm? Is like behind her, because as I recall, the Statue of Liberty is holding a book in her other arm. But yeah, I really hope this is it. Alright. Speaking of AI, but we're talking about it in entertainment reasons. I think the Megan cinematic universe might be dead. So, as you all know, when I did the review on Megan 2.0, nobody saw the movie because they switched the genres up and tried to make Megan an actress. So, we got confirmation that the movie Soulmate that I told you guys about, which was supposed to be a woman falling in love with a AI robot after her husband was killed, has been removed from NBC Universal's film schedule and is being shopped around for other for other sellers. But yeah, so there's that. I mean, I don't think the trailer ever dropped. Let me double check YouTube. Yeah, no trailer ever dropped for Soulmate. But yeah, I mean, that sucks. But at least, everyone who participated on the movie got paid because it wrapped filming, I want to say like a few months ago, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, that sucks though. It's like, yo, one movie bombed in the franchise and all of a sudden you're just going to kill the whole universe. I mean, if everybody did that, we wouldn't have any more Marvel movies. Like, they would have to retool it. Just retool it. So, I don't know. Alright. Video game news. I got an update on the video game Intergalactic. The Heretic Prophet is scheduled to be released sometime in mid-2027. And what the fuck? I don't know why it takes so long for games to get done. I guess because they're basically movies at this point. So, like, everyone is, on a soundstage with mocap bubbles and whatnot. But they said that Naughty Dog has enacted mandatory overtime after internal deadlines were missed. And this has left some of the staff worried that things could get worse if crunch is already happening now. So, I'm very interested in this game. Tati Gabriel is the star of it. If you don't know who Tati Gabriel is, she was on You on Netflix. She was on the 100 on the CW. She was in the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. She was in the Uncharted movie, which I hope we'll be getting a sequel for soon. She was in something recently that The Last of Us. I'm tripping. And she's in Mortal Kombat 2 as Jade. So, I don't get what the deal is, because you don't want to crunch something. Like, when was this game announced? That's the question I need to ask. Let me see when this game was announced, because I really don't remember. I feel like it was either last year or 2 years ago. Alright. Let's see when this game was announced. They began developing it in 2020 after the release of The Last of Us Part 2. He revealed that he was working on a new game in June of 2022. I need to know promotion. Okay, they showed the trailer last year at the Game Awards. So, it's been 5 years since Neil started working on the game. So let's say he took a year to write the game. And apparently there was a team of 250 individuals already working on it as a 250 person team with Neil as the creative director and writer, alongside directors Matthew Gallant and Kurt Morgano, and narrative director Claire Carre. So 5 years and we only got a teaser trailer. I don't know what's going on with game studios, but this is ridiculous. Like, Insomniac, they put Spider-Man out in 2017, 2018? Double checking that as we speak. Yeah, 2018, and released the sequel 4 years later, and worked on Miles Morales in between then. So I don't know, man. As much as I try to give Naughty Dog some slack, it makes no sense, honestly. But I'm going to take a break. Y'all know the deal. Dubby ad, and I will be right back. This episode is brought to you by Dubby. Dubby gives you focus and energy without the crash and jitters. It has no sugar, fillers, or artificial dyes. Mix 1 packet or scoop into 8 or 12 ounces of water. Stir or shake well. Some powderiness is normal, and it has all the important vitamins. So this has vitamin C, B3, B6, and B12. And it's made from coffee fruit extract. So, drink it and go conquer a task. And go to debbie.gg and use my promo code angryblerd10 at checkout to save 10% on your order. That's debbie.gg with promo code angryblerd10. All right, let me take off these glasses. My next story is in regards to Karl Urban. Karl Urban. Why is that so hard to say? Karl Urban was doing an interview with, I believe, Entertainment Weekly. Yeah, and he was talking about, taking on the role of Johnny Cage and how it is the most physically demanding role he's ever had. Well, sir, you're like 54, 55. So, yeah, I can see that things might have been easier for you back in the day. He's 53, actually. He's from Wellington, New Zealand. Oh, June 7th. So, yeah, he said it was the most challenging role I've ever undertaken in my career. It's the martial arts. The form and style of martial arts is so specific, and the choreography at times is so definitive in its movement, and there's a precision of execution for it to look so good. It was a huge challenge. And apparently he decided to do this because he wanted a more action-forward role after basically season 4 of The Boys, where Billy Butcher really wasn't hands-on to anything as far as like fighting goes because of the cancer. So he said, I really didn't have much action that season. I had fuel in the tank. It just wasn't satiated. And, he actually took this role very seriously. So he didn't just train for it. He also did some deep dives. And so he said, as part of my research, I went to karate tournaments and looked at the younger generation of martial artists coming through to see what it was like growing up in that environment, as I imagine Johnny Cage would have done when he was a kid. So I'd give him an A for effort, but I still feel like Karl Urban is too old to be playing Johnny Cage. I get it. He's supposed to be a washed-up actor, but, y'all could have got somebody like in their early 40s or something like that. I don't know. It's just me. I get it. I'm being nitpicky. I'm picking nits. But yeah, I like Karl Urban. Like, Dread is one of my favorite movies to come out in like the past 20 years. Or so. Liked them on The Boys, liked them in Thor Ragnarok, liked them on Hercules. Trying to think what else I might have seen. Star Trek, obviously, he was Bones. Did not watch the Lord of the Rings movies. I forgot he was in Riddick. I think I only watched that movie once. You do not get any love for Doom. That movie is just horrible, sir. And it's not your fault, but that movie is just horrible. And honestly, I did not watch that movie for Karl Urban. I saw it because The Rock was in it. And around that time, I forgot who Karl Urban was because I only saw him on Xena and Hercules at the time. I did not watch the Lord of the Rings movies. He played 4 different people on Xena. He played Mayo, Julius Caesar, Cupid, and Kor. But yeah, so I don't know. Hopefully the movie is good. That's all I can say. I am tentatively excited. My expectations are but we'll see where it goes from here. All right. 2 movies actually wrapped up filming this week. One was Star Wars Starfighter. So Sean Levy just posted an image saying that, it's a wrap. And Spider-Man Brand New Day also wrapped filming. So, let me see if I can actually find what Sean Levy said. So yeah, he just said that's a wrap. Heading into Star Wars post-production and it's a photo of him. It honestly looks like the core of the Enterprise, but I'm guessing it's a part of the ship from Starfighter. And he's running along the wall. So yeah, I really hope the movie is good. I pretty much like almost every Star Wars movie that has come out in the past 50 years. I obviously have notes about a few of them. Destin Daniel Cretton posted a photo of him and Tom Holland confirming the wrap of Spider-Man Brand New Day. He said, I'm so deeply grateful for the people who have walked with me through the biggest, most rewarding film I've ever been part of. That feels a little bit shady to Shang-Chi. To our amazing cast for breathing so much life into these beloved characters and moving us every day. To our unbelievable crew who worked tirelessly with their unmatched creativity and craftsmanship, who made me laugh so hard my stomach never stopped hurting. And of course, Tom Holland, for your kind, generous leadership on and off screen, for your relentless work ethic, your fearless performances, and for your friendship. That's a wrap on Spider-Man Brand New Day. So yeah, the teaser trailers for Brand New Day and Avengers Doomsday leaked. Well, it really wasn't a teaser trailer for Doomsday. It was just the announcement of Steve Rogers coming back. Like, it was released with Avatar, Fire and Ash, and they're going to be doing like 3 more. So like everyone's speculating that one's going to be around Thor, other one's going to be around Doom, and the last one is going to be like an official teaser trailer. So they're trying to get people to go and pay to see Avatar 4 times to see these trailers, which might just end up being like a super cut in the last week, which might just get posted to YouTube. So I will not be going to see Avatar Fire and Ash because James Cameron will not be getting a dime of my money for Avatar. Like, I got no problem with him on Terminator and everything, but I'm not a fan of Avatar. Sorry, not sorry. Anyway, next story. This is in regards to TikTok. So, the US version of TikTok, as we know, has been up and down. Trump tried to, get it killed, but then was like, you know what, I like TikTok. And he was the one who started all this crap almost a decade ago in his first term in the White House. So the TikTok sale in the U.S. is officially happening, with a consortium of American investors set to take over U.S. operations next month on January 22nd. So it said that they will have 3 managing investors that will collectively own 45% of the company: Oracle, Silver Lake, and MGX. So if you don't know, MGX is Abu Dhabi's investment firm, and another 5% will likely be owned by other new investors. 30.1% will be held by affiliates of certain existing investors of ByteDance, and 19.9% will be retained by ByteDance. So get ready to have your news information suppressed, because TikTok was the one app where people could speak freely on what was happening in Palestine. And it was more or less the only app that had like limited censorship. I mean, obviously you don't see, nudity on there or anything, but like expression of self and things of that nature. So yeah, all that's pretty much going out the window. Like I said, I don't really use the app. I am horrible when it comes to social media and promotion. Like, I have a page for the podcast. I rarely post on there. Same with the Instagram, Facebook, the Twitter as well. But, so yeah, I really feel like we're going to see a mass exodus of TikTok in America. And, like, people might go back to Red Note like they were before, when Trump had TikTok suppressed like a month after he was elected. So, yeah, there's that. Like I said, I don't really care about TikTok, honestly. So, speaking of Trump, I don't know if you guys heard, but Trump basically wants to have the Hunger Games going on in America. And he's calling it the Patriot Games. And I was like, what in the Panem? Is that the name of the place for the Hunger Games takes place? So yeah, this is a youth athletic competition celebrating the United States' 250th birthday. Yeah, everybody was basically saying this is the Hunger Game where children are forced to fight to the death for food in televised arenas. So yeah, I will be posting the video. It's about 15 seconds long.
In the fall, we will host the first ever Patriot Games, an unprecedented 4-day athletic event featuring the greatest high school athletes, 1 young man and 1 young woman from each state and territory. But I promise there will.
And it's just crazy how this man is like trying to turn the White House into, I don't know, entertainment central. Like, there will be a fight, a UFC fight on the South Lawn on his birthday, which is also Flag Day, which is June 14th. So on that, he said on Flag Day, we'll have a one-of-a-kind UFC event here at the White House. It'll be the greatest champion fighters of the world all fighting that same night. the great Dana White is hosting, and it's going to be something special. So I'm just like, this is getting ridiculous at this point. It's like, is America cooked? I believe so at this point. But, you know, like Donald Glover said, this is America. People voted for this. I didn't vote for it, but people did. Like, somehow people voted for this, thinking that, you know, oh, you know, he was going to fix the stuff that he messed up. Nope, still out here messing up stuff and trying to fix it. Like, the whole thing with the farmers going on at the moment, right now as we speak. It's like, oh, yeah, we're going to give you guys an influx of cash to make up for the fact that, you know, I kind of messed up our relationship with China and they're not buying soybeans from us. So, yeah, there's that. Also, the Epstein files came out Friday, and it is a redacted mess. So, my friend actually sent me a video of him looking at the files, and I was like, what the hell am I looking at? He's like, bro, these are the files. It's all like redacted. And they didn't like use the traditional black redacted ink or marker or whatever. It's just like blotches of like cut and paste spots and everything. So I'm going to actually ask him if I could use the video of him looking at the files and him and his wife. Like, yo.
These are all freaking redacted.
Are you kidding me? Oh, stop that. Never mind.
Yeah, I told you.
Wow.
Like, yo, what is this? This is just a bunch of BS. So, yeah, there's that. Entertainment Weekly did their 2026 preview issue, and we actually got our first look at Daredevil and Jessica Jones and Daredevil Born Again, as well as a few images of Wilson Fisk and Vanessa. Who else was it? It would be nice to see like Spider-Man in there, but no. Unfortunately, we will not get that. So yeah, we got Karen Page in a red wig, which I was like, who was that for a second? And yeah, Wilson and Vanessa with the governor, Marge McCaffrey, who's being played by Lily Taylor. Looks a little bit familiar, but I can't think of where I've seen her. And Matthew Lillard's character with Vanessa and Wilson like having a drink. Wilson isn't having a drink, so you know that also gives him the opportunity to jump over the table and kill him, as you know Wilson Fisk likes to do. Rest in peace, Ben Urich. All right, guys. So I got a few trailers. This is quite possibly my final trailer reaction for the year. I mean, I do have one more episode to record after this, so anything is possible. So this is a movie that is supposed to be coming out later. Not later this year. That's a lie. In April of next year. It is called Normal, and this stars Bob Odenkirk. So the film follows a temporary sheriff who discovers a criminal conspiracy at the heart of his town and realizes that everyone is in on it. So this is giving me like Hot Fuzz, Walking Tall vibes. But let's check out this trailer. It's done by Magnolia Pictures, by the way.
Welcome to Normal, Minnesota.
Really,
A charming, unassuming town where time moves slow and a friendly face is always just around the corner.
Your eyes, that mouth.
You'll never be far from our local mayor.
Hey, Henry Winkler.
Dedicated deputy sheriff. A friendly
I have no idea who
mailman.
that is.
Cheerful store owners. Cozy eateries.
Mailman looks familiar.
Oh, and our town moose.
Okay, what's up with the blood on the floor?
Like the way you law, man.
Life in Normal is quiet, peaceful, predictable.
Yeah, normal. Oh,
Until it isn't.
Why are they shooting at you?
I'm at a loss.
ooh. Was that Kevin James?
Jeez.
No shit.
That's not where I was aiming.
Welcome to Normal.
Okay, this looks good. And I hope this is one of those movies where it doesn't like come out for like 2 weeks, and that's it. So yeah, this looks good. I'm gonna definitely see this movie. And it's also the way the trailer is cut. So, you know, if you cut a trailer good, you can pretty much get anybody's attention on anything. All right, so like I said, that one, April 17th. All right, this second and last trailer reaction, and this is for Stranger Things Season 5, Volume 2, for episodes 5 through 7. So let's check this out. As we know, it comes out on Christmas.
We failed. We never stood a chance.
This is not over. Not by a long shot.
Was that a fluke with Will having powers? Okay, they're doing Upside Down now by
everything we have ever seen
Diana Ross?
The Upside Down has been dead wrong.
Mother of God.
What the hell is that? Okay, they need to put out this copy of Upside Down.
Showtime.
Okay. Okay, Nancy.
Kinda thought that was supposed to be the easy part.
It was.
Volume 2 arrives.
I don't know what's on the other side of any of this. And if we want to stand a chance of surviving, we need to be a team.
Yeah, get your shit together, Dustin and Steve. He's going full Vecna.
It is time
It is time.
for new world.
All right, 8.
You die, I die.
Hey, man, Steve can't say that.
You die, I die.
Steve cannot say you die, I die. Steve was supposed to die back in season 1. They cannot kill Steve, okay? They kill Steve through Riot. That's all I got to say to that. Alright, and as we know, that would be dropping on Christmas. And obviously the finale will be on Christmas Eve, because I'm pretty sure that the theater down the street from my house sold out now for the, what was it, like 11 o'clock showing or something like that. But yeah, don't have Steve's. I mean, it's already written and edited and everything. Ugh. Don't kill Steve, man. Don't kill Steve the Heretic. Okay, we need more Steve in our lives. But whew, okay. All right. I don't know if I should bring this up now or should I just do it when I do the review for It Welcome to Derry. You know what? Screw it. I'll talk about it now. So, It Welcome to Derry had their season finale this past Sunday, which I'll be getting into in a few minutes. And Andy Muschietti was doing an interview talking about the future of the series, where he said previously that season 2 would be set in 1935 and season 3 would be set in 1908, because I refuse to say 1908. It's a 0. It's not a O. And I'm guessing this entire interview is in Spanish. Yeah, I mean, okay, well, and then I guess I got the gist of it. So, yeah, they said 3 season arc for now. We're going to finish this story, or our intention is to finish the story in 3 seasons of It Welcome to Derry. So, it still hasn't been confirmed to be getting renewed, but if it isn't, we have a somewhat cohesive ending, which I will be talking about when I get to the finale. Which I'll be doing last. But for now, I am going to cue up the spoiler alert. And I am going to talk about Season 2, Episode 3 of Percy Jackson and the Olympian. We board the Princess Andromeda. Directed by Jason Ensler. Written by Tamara Beecher Wilkinson. So, Clarice consults the Oracle about her mission, and the Oracle tells her that her mission will fail, and she has the opportunity now since Annabeth has left, and she never technically picked a third person to go with her on this quest. Tantalus is like, yo, pick 2 people, but she decides to go alone. Ares shows up and gives her an ironclad warship within the undead army. But he also says, do not fail me. Shout out to Adam Copeland, aka former WWE superstar Edge, for returning as Ares. Alright, so meanwhile, Percy, Annabeth, and Tyson all board the Princess Andromeda, where Percy and Annabeth actually bumped into Allison Sims, who turns out to be an ally of Luke, who was actually hunting down Grover in the first episode. They fight on the cruise. She gets ready to attack Annabeth. Percy pushes Annabeth out the way, and she goes overboard. Percy actually realizes that the boat they're on belongs to Luke because the flag on the ship in one of the cards is a scythe, which is Kronos' emblem. So they get ready to confront Luke, but then Allison is pulled from the water, and Tyson is using his super hearing to eavesdrop on the conversation, and Allison reveals that, hey, Percy and his friends are outside. So they take Tyson below. Luke tries to reason with Annabeth and Percy, but he's not having it. So basically, it's like, we're going to raise the earth to bring Kronos back, and that we're going to get the fleece to speed up Kronos' return. Luke is with the Lacedemonians down in the it's not a basement. What do you call the bottom of a ship? It looks like the engine room, but it's not. And he makes a bomb and pretty much blows everybody up. That allows him, Percy, and Annabeth to escape. And Clarice realizes that Tantalus gave her false coordinates, and she actually needs Percy's help, because if you go back and watch the second episode, Tantalus gives her the latitude and longitude, and Percy is like, that's not even right, and why are you lying? I had the dream. But also, when Luke was trying to appeal to Percy, he let it slip about the great prophecy, and so Annabeth tells Percy what she knows, which is basically saying a child of the big 3 will either save or destroy the Olympus. So the big 3 are Zeus, Poseidon, and Athena. Or is it Zeus, Kronos, and Poseidon? They never say who the big 3 are, but that's my guess. So a very good episode. I guess we're done with Camp Half-Blood, so for now. But yeah, I liked the episode, honestly. I didn't really see any pushback on it whatsoever. And Percy Jackson, this is one of those shows where I don't see it trending on Twitter, so I really hope it's being watched, because it's a good show. And like I said, I never read the books, so I'm all in anyway. All right. Welcome to Derry, episode 8, Winter Fire, directed by Andy Muschietti, written by Jason Fuchs. So we more or less pick up where we left off with a fog over the town of Derry. Pennywise ends up going to the high school and killing the principal and hypnotizing all the children, leading them away as Ronnie, Lily, and Marge go after them. Leroy goes to Dick Hanlon, who's about to kill himself because, he is seeing all the dead people and they are harassing him. Because remember, his thing was, as long as he doesn't acknowledge their existence, they won't mess with him. But, he obviously did, because he asked for help in the last episode to get people out of the black spot. So they go to Rose, and she makes them a tea to silence their voices. And it will also help track the dagger that Daniel left in the sewers that Lily has been holding on to. So Marge, Ronnie, and Lily all, follow the trail of blood that Pennywise is leading out of the town. And they steal a milk truck and crash it, and then they see, on the frozen lake, Pennywise's clown cart, and Pennywise can't get close to them, so he, yanks Marge, and he tells her that, Richie, not her Richie, but her Richie, because the Richie from the It movies is her son, and that he will be involved with her death. And he also reveals that, as we all know, he is a cosmic being. He is a devourer of worlds, so time moves differently for him. He is existing in all of time at the same time. So he's like, I don't know if they'll be responsible for my death or my birth. Anyway, time is tricky. And right before he eats Marge, Dick Halloran actually freezes him, so they can actually get Will and the other children free. But as soon as that happens, Shaw shows up, kills Daniel, shoots Leroy in the leg, and Will now has to do what his father can't do due to the fact that he's, out of commission. And that's basically put the dagger in a tree to reform the barrier that keeps Pennywise trapped in Derry. So they end up doing that eventually, but Shaw actually confronts Pennywise, and Pennywise is like, I remember you, I don't ever forget a smell, and basically bites Shaw's face off, so good for him, that's what he gets. And before the kids actually succeed, after Halloran is, basically knocked unconscious, which frees Pennywise to kill Shaw, he tells the kids, that stone isn't going anywhere. You keep on trying to, take it beyond where it wants to go, and it just might pop. And as soon as he gets ready to run out, you see Halloran look out in the mist, and you see the original queen of the Indian tribe that Rose is a part of, as well as Richie. And Richie got the most hero interest ever, running along the wind, flips Pennywise off, and comes and helps his friends bury that dagger. So now Pennywise is forced to go back to sleep. At Richie's funeral, Richie is there hugging his parents. Marge gives a nice speech. Halloran tells Richie's parents that, that shoulder you're feeling is your son, and he will always be with you. And so everyone gets ready to say their goodbyes to Ronnie and her father and her grandmother, since, he technically is dead according to Derry, so he really can't sit around here. And her and Will kiss, and she leaves. Marge tells Lily about what Pennywise said to her, and Leroy and Charlotte are getting ready to leave Derry after all this, because I don't blame them. But Charlotte's like, you know what, I think we should stay and just keep an eye on things, because this thing is going to come back. So like Rose offered them a spot on the council to keep track of everything that Pennywise is doing every 27 years. And Leroy was like, nah, let's get the hell out of here. But then Charlotte said, you know what, let's stay. And that's how the Hanlons actually get their farm in the film franchise. And we jump forward to 1988, where we see Ingrid in Juniper Hill as an old woman, where we also get a cameo from none other than a young Beverly Marsh, once again played by Sophia Lillis. And Ingrid says the same thing she says to adult Beverly in Chapter 2, this is Derry, where no one really dies. And I actually have to give a rest in peace to the actress who played not Ingrid, was it Ingrid? Yeah, Ingrid Kirsch. She actually passed away in June of this year. But yeah, hell of a finale. I noticed Netflix, HBO, Warner merger acquisition is still waiting for FCC approval, so they're probably just putting everything on hold as far as their shows goes to give this the green light for 2 more seasons, but it needs 2 more seasons. It was just too damn good. Like, I like Bill Skarsgård, and I really wish more people would watch his stuff outside of it. Welcome to Derry, because The Crow bombed. I give The Crow a little bit of saving grace because no one wanted that, but Boy Kills World bombed, bro, and like that movie was good. So yeah, I ain't got no more talking for you guys tonight. So that was another episode of the Angry Blerd podcast. Be sure to rate, review, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Go to w.gg, use my promo code AngryBlerd10 at checkout to save 10% on your order. It's probably going to be a slow news week this coming week because, you know, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa as well, and Happy Holidays if you don't celebrate any of those. So next week's episode is probably going to be the few stories that are out, as well as the review of episode 4 Percy Jackson and the 3-episode review of Stranger Things. So yeah, I will see y'all next week. Peace.